Honey, I Join a Cult, developed by Soul Survivor Games and published by Team 17, is a fun cult theme park building that goes stale fast. It runs on Linux with some tweaks on Proton, but not without issues. In this game, you develop your cult compound, gather followers and find ways to extract more money from them with the most varied hoaxes, while joking about real-life cults and pop culture. When you start, you can decide between the preset cults, something akin to real life. They range from religions to cult of personality. They have no effect on gameplay, only cosmetics, like the names and visual of our cult. So I decided to worship Pengulo. My cult had a penguin idol and red fedoras on our flags. The game art is reminiscent of Prison Architect, but in this game it felt more like I was developing a theme park. Using money, you build attractions, the hoaxes, where your followers come in every day to spend money and increase your influence. You unlock more stuff, add more stuff, rinse and repeat, all while managing your resources. Money, fate, influence, PR, heat, number of followers, number of employees, members, cultists, whatever. I'm not sure how to call them. I named mine Tuxi. The cult leader is mostly a freeloader, eating, shitting, sleeping, not doing much except for giving a sermon every day that rewards you with fate. The employees are also paid in fate. How convenient. The leader becomes slightly less useless when you unlock divine inspiration that allows you to select a path of salvation and your leader to improve some aspects of your cult. You unlock features by researching. The Tech 3 looks similar to Civilization games. But unlike there's no benefit in focus on something specific. You depend on technologies of other branches, as some will improve the life in the compound, and others offer better ways to steal from followers. The PR and heat are managed through missions. You can send your employees outside your compound. You don't see it happening, but sometimes it triggers some dialog boxes, where you select a few things, like a clown in the sewage offering balloons that you can accept or not. PR defines the quality of people trying to join your cult as followers. The quality means that they have more room for improvements and reach higher stats. These stats are used to define how well they perform their tasks around the compound and the results of the missions. Some activities generate heat. As it increases, you can have protests in front of your base or police raids. Protests are manageable. You just need to send some people to talk to them. Raids not so much. They arrest the employees and confiscate items. You reduce the heat by going on related missions. As followers spend time in your cult, so is the likeness of your being able to recruit them to be your employee. Then they live in your compound and perform various tasks inside, like cleaning, fixing stuff, recruiting new followers, going on missions, or just performing hoaxes. You try to keep your employees happy and healthy with facilities, sermons, or using your leader charm on them at the cost of influence. Lastly, random events, as such people cutting their mouths while using the bathroom, or a bunch of Garys will run naked. Those random events are announced by newspaper, where it contains a brief story about it, the effect, and how long the event will last. On paper, it sounds fun, but the novelty wears off and it gets boring fast. The only major change happens in 2 hours in, and even after that, it gets stale soon. To gather more about the game, just in case I was missing something, I turned on the fast forward and noticed it worked well as an idle game. So I used the time to catch up with my reading. I had problems with the DXVK, so I used the flag Proton use Wine 3D. I experienced one major problem while playing. The game would freeze when I tried to edit a room, and every time I used the filter to find items. For that reason, I did the bare minimum in the rooms without spending too much time tidying it up. Honey, I Join a Cult is available on Steam and gets out of early access on November 3. Thank you for watching and be excellent to each other. Cheers! Before publishing this, I checked if Pengulo means anything in any language, just to avoid anything terrible. In my mind, it was a nice word for a big penguin, but it means a government-appointed leader in Kelabit. Hope I pronounced it right.